Tom Ritchey. There's few names in the cycling industry that mean as much as that one. You see, Tom was a really interesting guy. When you look at his history, he was unique in the cycling industry. He fits really well with the mentality I have with Old Shovel, in that I want to give old things new life. You see, he started out just as a young teenager, his father having taught him how to repair tubular road bike tires. He did it as a way to make extra money. Later, he repaired bike frames, and then in high school, when he was racing road bikes, he actually built his own frame and began to build them for others. Then, as one of the founders of the mountain biking movement, he began building a lot of those initial mountain bike frames and testing out new ways to do things. Tom, this restoration is dedicated to you. I'm excited to restore this old Ritchey Crankset that I got off the mystery bike and give it a new life on the next restoration that I'm working on. There wasn't really a whole lot to do on these besides really just clean them up. Functionally, they're totally fine. They're really dirty. The chainring nuts and bolts here, although most of them are red here on the outside, they were actually mismatched. There was 3 of one set and 2 of another. Kind of like the mystery bike was. But the logo on these Ritchey cranks wasn't looking so hot either. And I figured we could make these nice. I'm planning on putting these cranks on the next bike build that I'm doing. I wanted to get them nice, cleaned up, and restore them as best I could before I put them on the bike. And though I don't show it all here, there was at least like 3 hours of sanding just to get all the nicks and grooves out and cleaning it up. I took it all the way from a 320 grit sandpaper that you see here up to 3000 grit before I took it to my buffing wheel. Then it's time to use the Cricut again. I recreated the Ritchey Logic logo and wanted to try some Illuma Black to see how that would work. I've used this before and really quite liked it. Once this was finished, and I'd peeled off the stickers, I really liked how crisp the Illuma Black was. And it looked like it was going to work really well. Wasn't until after I'd cleaned it all off, let it sit for a while, that I learned that it wasn't quite what I hoped it would be. I noticed that it was starting to flake here and there, and with just a little bit of rubbing, I could basically rub off all of the black. Came off in this powdery substance. So, plan B. I remasked it. And decided the next step was to paint it. And on this next bike, I'm going to be using the spray dot bike paint again. So I'm going to use a bit of that just to mask these off and to do the logo. I'm putting new chainring bolts in this one instead of those mismatched red ones. I picked them up just on Amazon. They were about 10 bucks. There's several different varieties and brands that I think will work just great. And with that, it's done. Thank you, Tom, for all that you've given the cycling community. And for the rest of you, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Look for opportunities to give those old things new life. And I will see you on the next video. Ciao.
You said put us on hold. Let us stop for a minute instead of you knew how much I